Oh, hello everybody, welcome back. A little bit of Spelunky 2. Perhaps you've heard of it. 2020's most robust, futuristic... You get the idea. I was gonna make a joke about it being cyberpunk, but, you know, it's 2077 in the morning right now. It's a little on the early side. Don't speak to me, Mr. 8-bit. I will say, though, that we're gonna start this episode. I did a Windows update. It rebooted my PC. I don't like the way my webcam's looking. It's got me looking positively vampiric. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go properties. We're gonna configure the video. I gotta figure out what is. Let's turn off the auto white balance. Ooh, there we go. Feeling a little bit more pink. No, that's not right. That's Dr. Manhattan. Honestly, that's what I look like. When I look in the mirror, this is what I see. You may not notice a difference. That is not, no, that's sepia. Where am I at here? I think I'm like a 4220. No, I think I'm like a 4100 on white balance. This feels, you might not notice a difference. I'm telling you, I notice a huge difference. I'm looking at the wide version of myself right now, also known as the post-pregnancy version. That feels better. I don't feel, look, I'm not a vain individual. At least I'm not vain with respect to my appearance. With respect to my immaculately crafted humor, sometimes, yes. You know, it can be prideful. Not disagreeing with that. However, yeah, I know what I look like. And when I don't need any help looking tired. You know, the baby's pretty much got that under control. Although, you know, she did sleep pretty well last night. Just 11 hours. Oh, it's so hard to be a streamer. Oh, anyway, here we go. I am moving on here in Spelunky. Haven't had the chance to record really as much of anything as I have, you know, been used to lately, just because of, you know, I don't want to call it business stuff as if it's like, you know, high-powered trade deals or whatever, but, you know, we've had a lot of sponsor streams, had a lot of, like, you know, collaborative streams, did that charity Warzone tournament. I mean, I would love to, I know the negatives of the jetpack. Thank you for not being spikes. And, I think it goes without saying. Also understand the positives of the jetpack. Here's my hope. Come on, man. Here's my hope. Yang is going to give us enough money to get the jetpack, which would justify not doing anything else with the Torqueys. The jetpack, it has some negativity associated with it. Don't think anyone would ever disagree with that. Dude, this is an interesting one, though. I'm like, maybe I would rather just buy a cape. Because the jetpack is beautiful. I almost see it more now like the jetpack's kind of like a Matic play. If that makes sense. Like, you pick it up knowing that you're probably not going to use it forever. I think it's worth a rope to get Monty here. Knowing that you're not going to use it forever, you're probably going to drop it on Neo Babylon. But I also feel like maybe it's one of those things where we shouldn't be concerning ourselves so much with what's going to happen on Neo Babylon in, you know, 70 minutes. And instead we should just try to have, like, the best run possible. But, I am also, like, you know what? I think it might make more sense to buy just the cape. First off, we'd have to smash the ghost pot to get the money for the jetpack to begin with. Okay, we're trapped there, that's fine. And the cape is not as good, just to be clear, as the jetpack. It scales less badly, I don't know if I would say better. Scales less badly into the late game because it doesn't explode. But I think that, you know, given the unique situation we found ourselves in, I think it was kind of the right choice, honestly. I apologize 0% for it. Now, would not mind... This is a scary... It's a very scary floor. Not for, like, my life, but just trying to see if I can actually get to, where I expect to find the, ujadai. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we need more ropes. That's what I was gonna say. More ropes. 2 bombs to get to the ujadai is highly cursed. I don't think I need to tell you that. On the other hand, we did have enough bombs thanks to the Torquies, so praise Baldi. Just wanted to snag this real quick. But yeah, suffice to say, you know, it's early on Monday morning, and this is, he lived. He died! Why did I think that those were on 2 different levels? It's okay. We at least got the HP back. You know what? I certainly think that it's plausible to get the ghost pod here. I don't know if it's worth the possible HP risk, though. I think I'm just gonna leave. Early on a Monday, and excited to start my week with a little Spelunky 2, which I only got to play a few times last week. Bro. Like, I want Monty. Yeah, I was just gonna say, that's not how that works. That's okay. We can't really make it back up. I guess we could throw something in Monty, and if we got super lucky, he might fall over. That's a lot of work, though. I mean, come on. I'll also tell you, this is a weird one for me, because we're pretty broke by Spelunky standards. Come on, man. However, I still want to go to the black market. That was a little dicey. You know what? I want to risk it. Blood? Blood? No blood! Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think we will still go to the black market. I completely deserve that one. Don't let it pay any mind, you know? That's none of my business. F. Get me out of here. What went wrong? I don't know, just a little bit of a brain fart. I was like, sure, let's use 2 bombs. I got a little sunk cost fallacy in there. I thought to myself, you already used 1 bomb. If you give up now, that bomb's wasted. But if you double down, you can still make some return on your original investment. Not a smart idea in that situation. I will say, and again, every run in Spelunky is different. Sometimes you get runs that are cursed early, they're blessed later. Sometimes you get runs where you get, you know, an unbelievably good altar position on the 2nd floor, and all of a sudden, you know, you got the Kapala heading into the Quillback fight. You don't get to control the quality of the seed. Pardon me. You only get to control the quality of play that you have on the seed, the way that you navigate it. Great throw. So I'm not blaming the run for this, but it was kind of like a cursed dwelling. There were multiple situations where I was like, okay, we got to use a lot of resources to get a necessary thing. We didn't get a whole lot of resources in the first place, and then on top of that, we only had like that 1 shop, and it was incredibly expensive. Like, considering that a cape was available on the secret shop, it would have been better for us, without a doubt, I think, to have had a shop that actually offered, like, some cheap things instead. Like, if it just offered some bombs, for example, that would have been preferable, I think. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just making observations. I also don't really care for this ghost pot while we still have the key. That's something I gotta... It's risk management. I don't know what it means. You know, whenever you see somebody on, like, you know, the news, they're always like, oh, I work in risk management. I never know what that means. Doesn't everybody work in risk management? Like, every day, you're like, oh, can I make this lane change? No. I'm managing my risk. Is that not what it is? Like... It's the same as, like, mergers and acquisitions. I just don't understand it. Like, I work in mergers and acquisitions. I merge my hand with my wallet to pull out my credit card, and then I acquire some food. I just don't understand why you're being... Like, you're acting like it's a job when it's not a job. It's just, like, a thing that you do to survive. By making money. Anyway, hold on. Let's drink up here. Spring shoes plus cape. It's good. It's a good combination. I think I would honestly... This is like new technology for me. Never mind. My new technology is bad. I thought we could use that pot to break... Or to trigger the Aero Trap. It turns out we don't have to. Torquey? Sorry, Torquey. This sort of thing isn't my bag, baby. We can't get you. You might be wondering, NL, you watch any good media this weekend? Wait a minute. I feel like this is one of the rare times recently that I did watch something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, no. Didn't I watched a documentary on Andre the Giant that was kind of, that was interesting for sure. I grew up as a fan of professional wrestling in the, like, early 1990s, so, like, the tail end of that, you know, Andre the Giant, well, really, I mean, I grew up kind of, like, in the Hulk Hogan era, I guess, on the tail end of it, but, it's crazy, like, hearing Hulk Hogan, who, you know, done some negative stuff in his life, for sure, but it was crazy hearing him talk about, like, WrestleMania 3, where he's wrestling against Andre the Giant, and he's, like, trying to plan the match, but Andre the Giant's just like, don't worry about it, dude, don't worry about it, and he's, like, you know, just playing cards instead of planning for the match. You're like... This man is like 7'5", 550 pounds, and you're about to get in like a simulated physical contest, but a physical contest nonetheless with him. And he's just drinking wine and going like, don't sweat it, I got it. I mean, in the end, you know, he did get it, but I can't imagine. Incredible. I can't imagine, like, if you are Hulk Hogan, what you feel about that situation, you know? Wouldn't you be crapping yourself? The answer, in case you haven't seen the documentary, is spoilers. Oh my Alright. That one, that strikes me more as a sort of Derek death. So that was I watched that. I still haven't watched the Queens Gambit. Heard it's good, don't get me wrong. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what? I watched a bunch of The Mandalorian. That's what I watched, and I had a good time with. That show's good, dude. I talk about it. I hope this doesn't come out on the same day as the Isaac episode where I talk about The Mandalorian. I hate to double dip like that. But I really feel like season... Oh, God. I really feel like season 2 of The Mandalorian... It's not the best season of television ever made. But I think it's like 2020's television show of the year. Not even like the best show of the year necessarily, but like the show of the year that, like this feels like the year for me that, or the season for me that show has like grown its beard. To put it in a TV tropes terminology. I feel like they're doing a lot of things right there. Donkey donk. When will I learn, you know? The ghost pot, very important. Like, the first floor ghost pot is critical. The Quillback floor ghost pot, you don't need to be holding that. You're gonna hold the ghost pot to try to make $5,000 on a floor where you have a boss fight? Like, if it works, you're feeling groovy, but if it doesn't, you're feeling poopy. I would like to, I mean, the bomb box is awesome. Thank you, by the way, for enumerating for me that this is a 12 bomb get, not a 10 bomb get. Much appreciated. Obviously, that's had a considerable material effect on the runs, so I really appreciate the comments like, I am tearing my hair out, that he's too off on the capacity of the bomb box. But anyway, we don't need to get into all that. You know how dogs is and all that. I would like to get back up there for paste. Is it worth 50% of my ropes to get up there for paste? The answer now is no. For me. I'm out. Because, paste is amazing, but we also may need our ropes to navigate the key to the Praise Baldy here. Like, we have no idea where the key is. None idea. Can we even cross the... We can cross the bottom there. Okay. We probably won't need a rope to get the key to the exit. The bad news is, if we do, we're gonna need both. Hold on. Because we can't push the... No, we can climb up this. Maybe we won't need one? I don't know, man. I'm a little confused. Where the heck is the key? Is I think the principal question we should all be asking ourselves here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble. I think it must be... That's just, like, that's sad. It's sad that you would put it there. Derek has engaged in some rudeness today. Okay, but I mean, come on. Look, that was not good. And obviously we blew up. But it's probably, like, genuinely the most cursed location I've ever seen for the key on the ujadai level. I'm all smiles, honestly. I'm here, you know, it's a Monday morning and I'm playing video games. I'm all smiles. I will say, I still feel like we got a high percentage chance of a great run today. Doesn't have to be the first run of the day. And I did not say a high percentage. I said a hyper percentage. Which, a hyper, I believe, based on Street Fighter terminology, is a factor of 1,000. So I would say that I am 1,000 times more confident than usual that we're gonna have not a run where we, you know, defeat everything there is to defeat in the game, but a run where we have a good time gaming. All right, Monty, you should be dead about 100 times over, but guess what? You're not. How did we finesse that so we didn't have to use a rope to get back? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking because there's an altar, not an idol. For once, I mean an altar. I think we want it all. Again, the parachute is just literally something we throw in on the top to get the discount because it's insanely cheap. Okay, clear it out. Pretty easy ghost pod, honestly. And we will get an item for this. It is a question of whether or not we want to spend the resources necessary, but... Okay, spike shoes are beautiful. You might think like, oh, you don't really need those yet. You would be right, but you don't really need anything, I guess, if you want to get technical. I've left that turkey in sequester. This is why it's valuable, though. And honestly, like, a living turkey is 2 favor. A dead turkey is 1 favor. I would just take our turkey and move on to the next level. Okay, be careful. This is a large floor. This is, like, it's sad. It's sad that you would put this many arrow traps into the ecosystem here. Bro. Alright, well, don't really have much choice in the matter. Like, that's the only way we can go down, huh? Okay, get me out of here. He's gonna pop out. He's gonna pop out in just a second. Remember, this is ujadai floor. The most... Oh my god, dude, the arrow traps. Like, are you kidding me? It's crazy talk. That feels like the key is above us. Can't tell. Key? I hate the fact, and I'm switching into the negative here, and I apologize. I hate the fact that we have a your voice echoes in here floor on the same floor where we need to find the key in order to get the ujadai, because your voice echoes in here. I think it makes the floors, and this is scientific, but I think it makes them 4 times larger. So I'm actually gonna say, you know, like, forget about the idol for now. There's the key. It was there the whole time. I thought the old lady threw it into the ocean at the end. A little concerned about this mole. Not gonna deny it. Actually forgot we had paste, but I think that was beautiful. Okay. We probably will be able to get the idol. Now, the idol, when I take it, it won't crush the ghost pod. But it'll also render the ghost pod inaccessible. Am I okay with this turn of events? Absolutely. Or likely inaccessible. I know you're gonna say, NL, you're leaving that turkey behind. The turkey has served its purpose for me. I appreciate everything it's done for this organization. And I did it a service by not killing it. And it's only partially because I only have 3 bombs. Nope. Freeze ray is interesting, but I think the money is... I mean, it's weird, right? Because the freeze ray makes Quillback into like an automatic win. Dude, this is like... This floor is tempting me. With the forbidden apple. So much loot available. And yet getting the loot causes us to be slow. Which causes the ghost to show up, which renders all the loot inconsequential. Don't talk to me, about me, etc., etc. We're leaving. We made it just in time. Give me the spring shoes, give me the ropes. We already have spike shoes. I don't... The pitching mitt I do care about, but if we are gonna actually go black market on this floor, I think that we're right to save as much money as possible because we need to buy verticality right now. I can't believe he made it. You see the bounces? Oh, okay. All right. I mean, we're only 21 minutes in here, dude. This is where runs start to shine. I know I opened Volcana. You know what? I'm actually gonna level with you. I think this is a great Volcana run. Why? Well, we were complaining about not having verticality. This will give us our verticality. Come on, man. This is just embarrassing. Plus, the main negative with Volcana is that you don't get a lot of items from there, whereas on the black market you get a ton of items. But we already have like a really good assortment of items, so I actually think that this might be the kind of run where Volcana makes the most sense. The biggest like glaring hole in what we have going on here is a lack of some kind of vertical maneuvering apparatus. A VMA, as it were. And I'm not talking about the Video Music Awards for once. Thought I was going to get tagged there for certain. We also do have one other problem that is exacerbated by Volcana, not solved, which is a lack of bombs, but hopefully we can figure that out. Nothing's ever perfect in this game, you know? You gotta make educated guesses and compromises. We love to see it. Stealth espionage action. You see they're making a Metal Gear Solid movie? Or it might just be a Metal Gear movie, I apologize, but... It's Van Helsing. I've only... Here's my history with Metal Gear Solid, okay? I borrowed Metal Gear Solid... Why? Well, this is, indeed suboptimal. We can still kill Dracula, by jumping on his head. No, by hitting him with a pasted bomb. That was... And, you know, don't even... I recognize, by the way, that we lost out on the Kapala as a result of that. It was just an accident, you know. That was, just a slip of the brain, if you will. But, okay, so here's my history with Metal Gear Solid, because that's what I know you're all here for. PlayStation 2 era, borrowed Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty from my friend. Made it through the tanker section, and then played Big Shell until I got to Fat Man, the guy who rollerblades. And you gotta use, like, the spray to neutralize the bombs. As happened a lot when I was a kid. Got stuck on a game, and then was like, alright, I guess that's the end of the game for me. So I never made it past that. But then, a decade later, in college, my friend played through Metal Gear Solid 2, and I just watched him. It was one of the world's first Let's Plays. It was still analog, was not uploaded anywhere, it was done entirely in the moment. And I got down with the Kojima vibe there. You know, I was like, this guy's man, what a weirdo. I love it. Thank you. We do need the bombs. All this for a single gold bar, huh? So I saw a tweet about the Metal Gear Solid movie, which was somebody saying, like, man, I hope it focuses way more on, like, spy stuff and not so much on psychic vampires who are on fire. And I'm just here, you know, everybody gets something different from everything, right? But I'm here to tell you, I very much disagree. I think if that movie focuses predominantly on weird things... Oh, we got the bow so we can kill Dracula! That's fine. If that movie focuses predominantly on weird things and less on, you know, just pure espionage, I would consider it to be a positive. Yep. I think we all knew that was coming. I'm just being honest, we didn't play our best games, but also some of the most cursed floor structures I think I've ever seen in Spelunky 2. We're going to try again tomorrow, by which I mean right now. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I apologize, and I'll see you next time. See ya!